Hey everyone, how's it going? Sorry, it was a little bright back here. Just had to adjust the lights. How's everybody doing this week? So I've got hey Sarah, how's it going? So I've got a new recipe. It's with these chickenless nuggets. They're not really nuggets, they're more like chicken bites. Let's go this way. And it's going to be a very simple recipe. It's garlic sesame chicken. So let's just get started. I know we're going to be on a time crunch, so I'm going to turn on the heat and just get going. If anybody has any questions, just put them in the chat, or if you're on looking forward to checking out what you got making. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. If you got any questions, you can just put them into the Instagram questions icon, and feel free to jump over to YouTube via the link in my bio. We've got a better setup, I would say, for seeing how the dish is created. So if you want more details, let me know if the sound is too loud, or I know you can't hear it in Instagram side, but let me know if you think the sound's too loud or anything. But I'm just gonna get started. So actually, one shout out that I want to give is the soundtrack that I'm gonna be using for this live cooking is through a friend of mine, Matt Kell. He's a vegan artist, and he's got his music on Spotify, so go check him out. I'm going to be putting the link. I think I put the link in the live, so go to check out his Spotify list and follow if you can. And thank you, Matt, for letting me use the music soundtrack. I know he's got about 5 or 6 songs on there, so it works out perfect for this, my speed run cooking here. So let's just get going. I've got I'm gonna say about 8 garlic here. I'm just gonna chop up. I want to put some of the fresh garlic in here as well as some powdered garlic. And we're just going to get them, they don't have to be perfect, but you just want to get them open, so that the liquid from inside the garlic is easier to extract, right? And that's where the flavors come from. So we've got some garlic in there, right? So I've got some water too. Like as you may all know, that I don't cook with oils, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of water so that we can get this going. Perfect. We got some good heat there. And I'm gonna open up the nuggets. I got this through a grocery chain in Canada called Farm Boy. Remove this knife. Oh, it's frozen. I should have taken this out earlier, but I'll just let it cook. I like to get it separated, so if you can get your fingers in there, or like a spoon or something, it helps the cooking process, right? Especially if you're on a time crunch. There we go. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Look at that. So you can see into the pan, into the pan if you go over to the YouTube channel. Okay, so I've got this going. I'm just going to add a little bit more water. Wow, this music's going to motivate me to try to finish faster. Maybe I might be able to get these down to 10 minutes. Okay, so as we got this in there, it's going to take a little bit of time to thaw out and cook out. I'm gonna start adding some more of the spices. So I've got my garlic chili sauce, right? And I'm gonna add, so depending on how spicy you want this, right? So I'm gonna add, normally I add, my medium is like 2 tablespoons, but you know, it's definitely up to your taste. But the key is, if you're gonna do this, just keep the ratios. So 2 tablespoons, and it'll be simple enough. So we want this sauce to be a little bit more on the dark side, so I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of the Bragg's soy amino, right? So liquid soy seasoning. So this is gluten-free. That's why I like to use that. Now, kind of bear in mind. Bear in mind that the chicken substitute here does have a little bit of gluten in it. I'm just going to give this a quick mix. So, if someone's ever asking me about, oh, how did I make the sauce? And I start, you know, I always respond with my simple sauce. This is my simple sauce, right? So it's the chili sauce, the soy sauce, right? And then something that I like to use, maple syrup, right? So this is going to be 3 tablespoons of this maple syrup in here. Now that's kind of going to offset a little bit of the savoriness from the soy, and it's going to add great flavor to the dish. So we got this going. How much time do I have? Oh, it's only been 8 minutes. That's long enough. So this dish is going pretty well right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through, and I've got some more garlic powder, right? So I'll add about 2 teaspoons of this, lightly coating everything. Just be careful it doesn't get too dry, because you want it to be very garlicky, right? And don't worry about putting the sauce like this, because when you add more water, it starts to absorb everything together. There we go. If you have any questions, just put them in the question box in Instagram or in the chat in YouTube. Okay, that's starting to look good. Getting a phone call. So I want this to dry out a little bit. Got 10 minutes. So while I'm waiting for that, you get it like a little bit of a crisp on it. And you'll start seeing that when the chicken substitute gets a little bit of a darker brown color on it. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my cornstarch, right? I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch to just room temperature water. Add a little bit of water here. So let's get this going. Just mix the cornstarch with your water. Right. Make sure it all dilutes. Okay, so one last thing we're going to do before we add this is we've got some sesame seeds here, if I can get this package open. Right, so we just got some plain white sesame seeds. Right, I'm just going to put probably going to be about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of sesame seeds. Right, so add a little bit more water. What's going to happen is when you're working without oil, things may dry up and it may get stuck to the bottom of your pan. But if you've got a good non-stick pan, as soon as you add water, it will rehydrate. Right? And I'm operating here on high heat too. So now we've got slurry here. I'm just gonna drop that right in there. Just gonna thicken up. Hopefully you can see that. Now there's a bit of, I'll show you the end product. I'm going to turn off the heat now. We're just at 14 minutes. So I've got my bowl of rice here, right? And I'm gonna pour half of this in. There we go. The final product. In just under 15 minutes. And we done. I'm gonna let this cool a little bit. Pop your questions in below if you have any questions. If there aren't any questions, then I'm gonna enjoy this after it cools on my own. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day, a great weekend. I know a lot of you are in the US and you may be celebrating the 4th of July. Yesterday was Canada Day here, so we had some fireworks and stuff, but I didn't participate in anything like that just because of some of what's going on with discoveries of things that happened in the past with Indigenous people. So just trying to show my support for them, and you know, what's to celebrate when we're finding all this really bad news about our history, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday for the next live. I'll be doing a juice live, and I will be trying to get some more exotic stuff and possibly some more green. I do have celery, so I might try to do some celery and cucumber or something like that. Okay, so have a great week and great weekend. Great Friday and great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.